Ripple XRP, everything is finally adding up. What's up, guys? I hope you are all having a fantastic weekend. Now, today I'm back with some exciting news about what's happening to XRP in the XRP community. Before we get started, according to CoinMarketCap.com, the price of XRP is 0.6664 and has been up precisely 4% over the last 24 hours. It's impressive that we are in the green zone today. Things are definitely looking brighter for us. But before we get into all the juicy details, let's roll that intro. As always, welcome back to Money Side, your favorite crypto news channel. If you are new here, welcome to the XRP fam. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications to not miss out on our daily crypto news updates. Today, we will kickstart things with this tweet from @SentoSumosaba that says, Attorney Moon Kitty Clip from SEC versus Ripple. Will Hinman be deposed? Now, listening to the video she shared, we can hear that Hinman's personal opinion didn't affect SEC policy. The real point is, there was no SEC policy. That is to say, they depose him to say it was his opinion, not SEC policy. Then he is questioned about the differences in the two until he states the SEC didn't have a policy. This all leads to Ripple's fair notice defense, but I 100% agree. It's interesting that they are defending him, considering it was a personal opinion speech. However, this makes it look like the SEC had a lot more to do with that opinion because they are defending him. I guess we'll just sit back and watch the show. According to Forecast.news, communications related to Hinman's speech cannot be privileged if the speech did not reflect government policy, Ripple's defense attorneys argued. If, on the other hand, the speech did express agency policy, then the SEC might have a better argument for shielding internal deliberations about it, but at the cost of acknowledging that the agency's current litigation position, that XRP is a security, is inconsistent with prior agency pronouncements. Hinman's testimony is likely to yield important facts, shedding light on whether and to what extent the SEC authorized or approved it as a statement to the public about the agency's current thinking on a complex, highly scrutinized regulatory topic, the defense attorneys wrote. Ripple's attorneys are asking the court to allow Hinman's deposition to proceed, and the SEC's attorneys to object on a question-by-question basis if a question sought privileged information. That familiar procedure provides full protection for any legitimate interest the SEC might have in avoiding scrutiny of Mr. Hinman's public and private communications about the market's understanding of the regulatory treatment of cryptocurrencies, an issue at the heart of this case, Ripple attorneys wrote. Now, let's see this other tweet from @BLCakeberryXRP that says, Law 101, Ripple case, #XRP. Ask the question, object on the record, answer the question, then deal with it later. Now, he shared this video where he explains how everything is going to work once Hinman is deposed. Hinman was there, so they want to just ask him questions, especially with the fact that he made statements about Ethereum not being a security, gave it a pass, which skyrocketed the price. This could end up being evidence that he got paid by some firms that deal with Ethereum. But we all know that courts are public theaters, with much emphasis on the word theater. Something fishy is definitely going on here with the lawsuit and the involvement of Hinman in all this. As we all know, the SEC's internal communications on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, and Hinman's speech have been heated areas of contention between the SEC and Ripple, as Ripple seeks to bolster its fair notice defense that the SEC did not provide the company and market with fair notice that XRP transactions violated the law. At Crypto Whale, IRS investigating Binance, DOJ investigating Binance, CFTC investigating Binance, Thai SEC investigating Binance, the Cayman Islands investigating Binance, Japan, UK issue warnings about Binance, Canada regulators investigating Binance. Don't ignore the red flag. Binance is a fraud. All I can say is be careful with Binance. In fact, remove your coins from the exchanges and get yourself a hardware wallet for better security. Don't be a victim and cry later. Binance faces probe by U.S. money laundering and tax sleuths. According to Bloomberg.com, Binance Holdings Limited is under investigation by the Justice Department and Internal Revenue Service, ensnaring the world's biggest cryptocurrency exchange in U.S. efforts to root out illicit activity that thrived in the red-hot but mostly unregulated market. As part of the inquiry, officials who probe money laundering and tax offenses have sought information from individuals with insight into Binance's business, according to people with knowledge of the matter who asked not to be named because the probe is confidential. Led by Changpeng Zhao, a charismatic tech executive who relishes promoting tokens on Twitter and in media interviews, Binance has leapfrogged rivals since he co-founded it in 2017. U.S. officials have expressed concerns that cryptocurrencies are being used to conceal illegal transactions, including theft and drug deals, and that Americans who've made windfalls betting on the market's meteoric rise are evading taxes. Such worries have been a hindrance to the industry going mainstream, even as Wall Street increasingly embraces Bitcoin and other tokens amid a global investing frenzy. Another tweet from @Reborn13 says, "You so easily forget all the moves that have already been made. April, May, June were crazy months in the development of the crypto market. Flare, Polysign, Codius, Paystring, Interledger, and Overledger, the sleeping giants, are ready. It will be sudden. XRP equals king. Crazy things are definitely happening in the crypto market right now. We just have to be a little patient as the XRP time is finally here." Now, let's look at this other one here from @Zariztera saying, if XRP price is 67.71 cents or $1.776 on July 4th, we will know who's in control. On July 4th, everyone will be looking to see what the price of XRP will be. Last year's July 4th, the price of XRP was $1.7776, which is one of the craziest things that's been going around. @NelloAngelo314 tweeted, "You have to understand that they are collapsing everything, and only a few coins will out at the top. What are we doing now? All illusions in the market. Of course, this coin or that coin hasn't done anything in years. It's not the appointed time." According to an article by CNBC.com, we can see that Bitcoin and related assets have also come under increased scrutiny from regulators worldwide as they have grown into a more significant part of the financial markets. We believe government crackdown on cryptocurrencies can trigger another crypto winter and reduced trading activity. Harsher crackdown on crypto is possible in many developing countries, which may view crypto as a threat to their flat currencies and monetary system. Bernstein's Harshita Rawat said in a note Tuesday, China, which is developing its own government-run cryptocurrency, reasserted its rules against other digital currencies on Tuesday, banning financial companies from providing services for crypto trading. In the U.S., newly appointed Securities and Exchange Commission Chair Gary Gensler said earlier this month that he thought regulators should be technology neutral, but more consumer protection is needed in crypto markets. Looking over a tweet from @CJZingle, it says, July 2021 is a very important month in this timeline. Expect huge shifts. We can all agree. Things are heating up very quickly. We are barely a week into the new month. We will see some crazy things happen to the market come the 4th of July. It's less than 24 hours from now, guys. Be ready. @XRP is our future tweeted, "Are you ready for a bloodbath before the phoenix rises from the ashes? BTC target 20K to 15K, XRP target possible 0.21C, all part of the plan. This is the final attempt to get you all to sell. Buy the dip, accumulate. Coming soon. For those who are doubting this, it's all possible. Things might get very ugly soon before the sun shines bright." As we wind up today's video, we will conclude it with this tweet from @CM101 that says, "I've been saying it for years. David Schwartz is the red Satoshi. Bitcoin was not created by some Asian guy in a cave, but by the NSA. And the developer of Bitcoin has gone ahead and developed XRP Ripple. What do you think will happen?" As we keep saying here on this channel, Bitcoin was just experimental. The real deal is already here, and that's XRP. But overall, it's just crazy how the XRP community is quiet right now. It is pretty interesting to observe the contrast between times like this in the market and when the charts are pumping. The masses will flock only when they see green on the charts, but the true wealth is made now in a sea of red. XRP will soon melt faces, guys. Now, let's take a look at the price action of XRP. Ripple blockchain tech provider has unlocked another billion XRP tokens, while the SEC legal suit against it continues. On July 1, the Ripple DLT giant withdrew another billion XRP coins from escrow. For some years, these huge XRP releases have been scheduled to occur on the first day of each month. Even while it fights a legal battle with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, the blockchain decacorn continues to do so. Mintable, a non-fungible token, NFT, minting platform and marketplace, has raised $13 million in an oversubscribed fundraising round. Ripple, mobile and blockchain gaming developer Animoca Brands, and MetaPurse, the world's largest NFT investment fund, were among the investors in the Singapore-based startup's Series A fundraising round. Mintable will incorporate Ripple's own blockchain, XRP Ledger, which is already carbon neutral and perfectly suited to offer a smooth experience for NFTs, according to the release. Technically, XRP did exactly what we forecasted last week. In the article entitled "Watching the Trend Line," the price did just that. It went to the trend line and then went into correction mode. We now give a higher probability for a move to the upside, especially if the trend line is broken with a powerful sharp candle to the upside. We advise caution at the 0.735 level, where the previous top is in this structure. Trade safely, guys. Please keep in mind, we are not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. Tell us what you think in the comments section below, and let's have a conversation. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and to click on the subscribe button below. Turn on notifications to get informed whenever we post our amazing content. We'll see you in the next video.